Hello childrens, greetings to you all. Hope you all are fine by God's grace. In yesterday's Zoom class, we have seen about coordinate geometry exercise 5.2 up to 4 sums. Using a formula, d is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. The same formula we are going to use for the continuation of the same exercise 5.2. So we have completed up to 4th sum. Now I am going to do 5th sum from this video, YouTube video. Kindly copy down in classwork. 5th question, show that the points taken in order form the vertices of a parallelogram. What do you mean by parallelogram? Parallelogram means I have drawn a shape like this. This is a parallelogram shape. In parallelogram, opposite sides will be equal. In parallelogram, this opposite sides will be equal. AB is equal to CD. Same way, BC is equal to DA. The same thing I have written here. Opposite sides are equal. AB equal to CD, BC equal to AD. So we are going to use the same formula, and we are going to do the sums calculations. First AB, I have written A value minus 3 comma 1, B value minus 6 comma minus 7, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. Same thing as I told you yesterday. AB is equal to distance formula, so D is equal to, I have written formula here, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Instead of x2, I have written minus 6, then minus symbol, x1 minus 3. So again minus means I have written plus 3 the whole square, plus y2 is minus 7, minus y1 is 1. So I have written minus 1 the whole square. Next step, minus 6 plus 3 gives you minus 3 the whole square, plus minus 7 minus 1. If it is same value, we have to add and put a bigger number symbol. So 7 plus 1 is 8, bigger number symbol is minus 8 the whole square. Minus 3 the whole square means minus 3 into minus 3, so it is 9. 8 square means 8 8s are 64, minus to minus plus. 9 plus 64 is root 73. We have completed AB, then we can find out BC. Continuously AB, BC, CD and DA. Then BC. Minus 6 comma minus 7, C is 3 comma minus 9. Same way x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. Then BC formula. BC is equal to D is equal to root of x2 3 minus x1 is minus 6, so I have written plus 6 the whole square, plus y2 is minus 9, plus minus y1 is minus 7, so I have written plus 7 the whole square, is equal to root of 3 plus 6 is 9 the whole square, minus 9 plus 7 is minus 2 the whole square. 9 square is 81, 2 square is 4. 81 plus 4, 85. If I split 85, I am getting only one value, so it is not necessary to split 10, right? So root 85. Next, CD. C is 3 comma minus 9, D is 6 comma minus 1, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. So same formula, root of x2 is 6 minus x1 is 3 the whole square, plus y2 is minus 1, minus y1 is again minus symbol is there, so plus 9 the whole square, is equal to 6 minus 3 is 3 the whole square, plus 9 minus 1 is 8 the whole square. 3 square is 9, 8 square is 64. 9 plus 64 is 73. Then DA. D value is 6 comma minus 1. A value is minus 3 comma 1. x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. DA is equal to, D is equal to, I have written a formula, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square is equal to root of, instead of x2 minus 3, again minus, instead of x1 6 the whole square, plus y2 is 1, minus y1 is minus 1, so plus 1 the whole square. Minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9 the whole square, plus 1 plus 1 is 2 the whole square. Minus 9 the whole square is 81, 2 square is 4. 81 plus 4 is 85. So here in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. So AB is equal to CD. AB is root 73, CD is root 73. Same way DA is root 85, BC is root 85. So both are equal, opposite sides are equal. Next we'll move on to the sixth sum. Sixth sum, the question is verify the points taken in order form vertices of a rhombus. Rhombus shape is this. Rhombus means like square shape. All sides are equal. So all the four sides are equal. So AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. The same formula we are going to follow. So here I have written AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. So AB, A value 3 comma minus 2, B value 7 comma 6, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. AB is equal to D is equal to formula. I didn't wrote the formula because you all know the formula, I think so. X2 is 7 minus x1 is 3 the whole square plus y2 is 6 minus y1 is minus again minus, so plus 2 the whole square. So 7 minus 3 is 4 square, 6 plus 2 is 8 square, 4 square is 16, 8 square is 64. 16 plus 64 is root 80. Root 80 can be split up as 2 40s are, 2 20s are, 2 10s are, 2 5s are, 5 1s are. So with this 2 times 2 I can take 1 2 out. Again this 2 times I can take 1 2 out. So 2 into 2 is 4. Only 1 5 is in the root, so root 5. Same way BC. B value is 7 comma 6. C value is minus 1 comma 2. So x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. So formula D is equal to root of x2 is minus 1 minus x1 is 7 the whole square plus y2 is 2 minus y1 is 6 the whole square. So minus 1 minus 7 gives you minus 8 the whole square plus 2 minus 6 gives you minus 4 the whole square. 8 8s are 64, 4 4s are 16. 64 plus 60 root 80. Again same thing. So I can directly write as 4 root 5. Next, CD. C and D. C is minus 1 comma 2. D is minus 5 comma minus 6. x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. D is equal to root of x2 minus 5 minus x1 is minus 1, so plus 1 the whole square plus y2 is minus 6 minus y1 is 2, only 2. So I cannot change the symbol, minus 2 the whole square. Minus 5 plus 1, minus 4 the whole square. Plus minus 6 minus 2, minus 8 the whole square. 4 square is 16, 8 square is 64. 16 plus 64, root 80. So answer is 4 root 5. As we have did already, we are writing as it is. Next, DA. D is equal to minus 5 comma minus 6. A is equal to 3 comma minus 2. x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. So D is equal to root of x2 is 3 minus x1 is minus 5, so plus 5 the whole square plus y2 is minus 2 minus y1 is minus 6, so plus 6 the whole square. So 3 plus 5 is 8 square minus 2 plus 6 is 4 square. So 64 plus 16, 80, 4 root 5. So all together AB, BC, CD and DA, all the 4 sides we got same answer. So all sides are equal. The given points are, therefore the given points are rhombus. They were given points formed as a rhombus. Next, seventh question. A point is given, B point is given and C point is given, and if AB is equal to BC, find A. In this question we have an alphabet given in the pair. In C pair they have given 3 comma A, but they have given a condition AB is equal to BC. So AB, BC. So I have splitted and write is equal to symbol itself. A value minus 1 comma 1, B value 1 comma 3. Same way here BC means B value 1 comma 3, C is 3 comma A, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. So same formula we are going to use here. x2 is 1 minus x1 is minus 1, so plus 1 the whole square plus y2 is 3 minus y1 is 1, so minus 1 the whole square. Here we'll finish this, then we'll go to this. 1 plus 1 is 2 square plus 3 minus 1 is 2 square. So 4 plus 4, so root 8 we got. Up to this we have seen. Next we'll see this side. BC, root of x2 is 3 minus x1 is 1 the whole square plus y2 is A minus y1 is 3 the whole square. 3 minus 1 is 2 square plus here we are going to follow the A minus B the whole square formula. that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Instead of a square, instead of a it is a only, so a square minus 2ab. 2a is a, 3 is here, so 6a plus 3 square means 9 will come. So next step, 2 square is 4 plus a square minus 6a plus 9. Next step, a square minus 6a, I am adding the values, 4 plus 9 is 13. Next, to solve the next step, I am squaring on both sides. If I square this thing, square and root gets cancelled. If I square these two things, square and root get cancelled, so that 8 will be as it is, a squared minus 6a plus 13 will come as it is, because square and root gets cancelled. Because of that only we are following this rule. So next step, I am taking this 8 this side, so a squared minus 6a plus 13 minus 8 is equal to 0. If plus 8 goes that side, minus 8. Next I have written here a square minus 6a plus 13 and minus 8 gives you plus 5 is equal to 0. Next we are going to follow the tree method which we have learnt in the factorization. So top of the tree we have to put 5, inside the tree we have to put minus 6. So 5 tables, 5 ones are is 5, minus 5 minus 1 gives you minus 6. So a square, instead of minus 6a I have written minus 5a and minus a minus 1a plus 5 is equal to 0. So this thing you all are aware of it. I think you all are aware of it because we have completed this one. So common to this, a is common, so I have taken a common out, so a into a is a square, minus 5 into a is minus 5. Same thing will come here also. According to that we have to put a number. Minus 1 means minus 1 into a minus a, minus into minus plus 1 into 5 is 5 is equal to 0. So these both will come as it is. For this both we have to write 1 a minus, this common is a minus 5, uncommon is a minus 1. So common terms we have taken out, a minus 1 equal to 0. So this equal to 0 is common to both, a minus 5 is equal to 0. That means minus 5 if it goes that side, a equal to 5. In my minus 1 if it goes that side, a equal to 1. That's all. We have found out a value, a is equal to 5 and a is equal to 1. Next, sorry I have written 8. So 9th question, it is not 8th question. 9th question, the point x comma y is equidistant from the points. Point x comma y is equidistant from the points 3 comma 4 and minus 5 comma 6. Find the relation between. They are asking us to find out a relation. That means that they are asking us to find an equation type. So far we have got the values. Now we are going to find out the equation. So point is nothing but they didn't give anything. So I am taking as x comma y is equidistant. Equally distributed to the points. So PA point and PB is equal. Equidistant means equal. I have took like that. PA is equal to PB. P is x comma y. A is 3 comma 4. Same way P is x comma y. B is minus 5 comma 6. These two steps you all know no? How to find out x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. With the same procedure I have followed this up to this. Here a minus b the whole square. Here I have changed and wrote x minus 3 the whole square. Same way y minus 4 the whole square. Here x minus 5 if it comes to plus 5 the whole square. Same way y minus 6 the whole square. Then a plus b the whole square formula, a minus b the whole square formula we have splitted. Because again we are seeing the same thing, so I am skipping. If you have any doubts you can contact me. Okay, so after this I am squaring on both sides. If I square, as I told you in the previous sum, square and root gets cancelled. So this thing are here, the same step I am written without a root, because squaring, root and square will get cancelled. So after that x square and y square gets cancelled. Why? Because if this x square comes this side, minus x square. This y square if it comes this side, minus y square. So anyway it gets cancelled. So equal to same number is there means we can cancel. So next step, minus 6x minus 10x. I took this 10x this side, so minus 10x. Here minus 8y. minus 12i if I take this side, plus 12y, then plus 25. If I take 61 here, minus 61 equal to 0. Then if I can add the like terms, minus 16x, minus 8y plus 12y plus 4y, then minus 61 plus 25 minus 36 equal to 0. So I can write properly now. So minus 16x is 16x minus 4y. I am changing the symbol because I have this equal to 0, no? So I can change and write 16x minus 4y plus 36 is equal to 0. Next step, this all the numbers will be divided by 4. So I am dividing by 4. 4x minus y plus 9 is equal to 0. So they are asking us to find a relation. Relation means equation. So this y alone I am taking that side. Minus y, if it goes that side, y will come this side. 4x plus 9 as it is. So therefore y is equal to 4x plus 9 is the relation between the two numbers. Clear? That's all about 9th question. Next we will move on to the 10th question. 10th question. Let A point is given and B point is given. P lies on the x-axis such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. So P lies on x-axis. That means we are supposed to find out the x value for this thing. Y is 0. It means that P lies on x-axis means y should be 0. We are going to find out this x value with the help of AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. So A is 2, 3, P is x, 0. 3 again A is 2, 3, B is 2, minus 4. So same way x1 y1 x2 y2. Here also x1 y1 x2 y2. Same formula, x minus 2 the whole square plus 0 minus 3 whole square. With the help of formula, if you substitute with the formula, 3 by 7, 2 minus 2 the whole square will come, minus 4 minus 3 the whole square will come. So after that, using a formula, a minus b the whole square formula, x square minus 4x plus 4, and this minus 3 the whole square, 9 will come. 2 minus 2 0 square plus minus 4 minus 3 minus 7 the whole square will come. So I can club and write the numbers alone. Root of x square minus 4x plus 13 is equal to 3 by 7, 0, that's all. Minus 7 the whole square means root 49 will come. So next step, I can take this 7 this side. If I take this side, it will be in multiplication. 7 into root of x square minus 4x plus 13 is equal to 3. Instead of root 49, I can write as 7. Next, I am taking the 7 to this side, so it will become divide 7. 7 and 7 will get cancelled. So here root of x square minus 4x plus 13 is equal to 3. After that, I am squaring on both sides. If I square, root will get cancelled. X square minus 4x plus 13 is equal to, if I square 3, it will become 9. So plus 9, if it goes this side, minus 9 is equal to 0. Then next, x square minus 4x, 13 minus 9 is plus 4 equal to 0. Next, using a tree method, top of the tree is 4 and minus 4 means minus 2 into minus 2. So answer is x. After simplifying, x minus 2 both will come. That means x minus 2 the whole square equal to 0. So x value is 2. Coordinate of P point is 2, 0. As we said here, P of x, 0, x value is 2. That's all about 10th question. Next, 11th question. 11th question is, show that the points 11, 2 is the center of the circle, passes through the points 1, 2, 3, minus 4 and 5, 6. I think this sum is 12th sum. Perimeter sum is not given. This is extra sum I have written here. This is not given in the textbook actually. I have read the 12th sum. I have read the 11th sum. This is extra sum. Extra sum. Find the perimeter. Perimeter means, what is the meaning? Perimeter means we have to add the outside surface of the triangle. Perimeter A plus B plus C. With the same formula, you can find out AB value. Same thing, you can go through it properly. AB, A value, B value. Then using the same formula, we got 4. Then BC value, B value, C value. D is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. We got 3 answer. Next CA, because I am repeating the same thing, so I am skipping this one. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. CA, C value, A value is given, x1 y1 x2 y2. So CA is equal to the same formula. We got 5. Perimeter means we have to add AB side, BC side and CA side. AB we got 4, BC we got 3, CA we got 5. 4 plus 3 plus 5 is 12 units. This sum you don't need to copy down, just understand, or else just copy down in your rough book and keep it with you, so that if in exam if they ask to find out perimeter using distance formula, you can able to find out the answer. Clear? I hope you all understood. Next one more sum is that is 11th question. 11th question, show that the point 11, 2 is the center of the circle passing through the points 1, 2, 3, minus 4, 5, minus 6. They are saying center of the circle we have a point. This is passes through the points. Center of a circle passes through the point and it is equally distributed. For example, in a circle, center point, from the center point, if any line passes through, that is said to be radius, all the radius will be equal. So SA and SB and SC. S is the center of the circle. So SA is equal to SB equal to SC. So SA, S is 11, 2, that is the center point. A is 1, 2, x1, y1, x2, y2. So SA is equal to, D is equal to root of, instead of x2, 1 minus x1 is 11 the whole square plus y2 is 2 minus y1 is 2 the whole square. 1 minus 11 is minus 10 square plus 2 minus 2 is 0 square. So minus 10 the whole square means 100 will come, plus 0 is 0. So root of 100, 100 means 10 tens are 100. If in a square root 2 numbers are same, we can write one number, 10 units. Same way finding out for SB. S is 11, 2, B is 3, minus 4, x1, y1, x2, y2. So SB is equal to, D is equal to root of x2, 3 minus x1 is 11 the whole square plus y2 is minus 4 minus y1 is 2 the whole square. Next step, 3 minus 11 is minus 8 the whole square plus minus 4 minus 2 gives you minus 6 the whole square. So 8 square is 64, 6 square is 36. 64 plus 36 is root 100, so 10 units. Next step, SC. S is 11, 2, C is 5, minus 6, x1, y1, x2, y2. If you substitute the same formula, you will get same answer, 10 units. Therefore, SA is equal to SB is equal to SC is equal to 10 units. We can say that S is the center of the circle passing through the point. So that's all about exercise 5.2 we have completed. In exercise 5.2 you have homework 5th sum second division, 6th sum second division. That's all about today's video session. We'll meet you in the next video session. Thank you so much.